Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here in WILK 1024. Matt Wotherspoon from the Baltimore Orioles will be coming up here on the John Mendola Show shortly. Hanover area girls are in studio. They'll be ready to go in a little bit for the softball program, Coach Kathy Healy. But we still got a couple of guys to get to, and Coach Jamie Higgins with the Scranton baseball program. Coach, next guy we're going to talk about is Jake Campbell. So go ahead and give us what Jake Campbell's all about.
Well, going into the season, we had big plans for Jake Campbell and lean on him. He's a guy who can catch. He could play third. He could play first. He could pitch. He could play the outfield. So when he hurt his thumb, you're not only losing one position, you're losing like 4 or 5. And his flexibility was vital to our success. So now we have to replace one Jake Campbell with like 3 or 4 other kids, and we're working on that now. So he's a really important part of our team, and we hope that he gets back sooner than later.
All right. Well, let's welcome in Jake Campbell right now. Jake, let's talk about the adversity you're fighting through. Tell me a little bit about trying to keep your head about the injury and making the best of it and saying, hey, I'm going to get there.
Right in the beginning after the injury, it was a little rough, just being used to practicing every day and not being able to do that anymore. But, as the weeks went on, I kind of enjoyed just being around practice, being able to do a little more coaching and giving the younger guys tips as best as I could.
As far as being a leader, talk a little bit about that leadership role with the seniors this year, what you guys are trying to do and there's probably been guys that have helped you guys in years past.
Yeah, we have a lot of seniors this year on the team, and I feel like that's a vital role in our success is leadership and everyone coming together as one team.
Cross country, another sport you do. How dedicated are you to that?
This year was actually my first year running cross country. My sister Maggie Campbell is a big runner, and she finally convinced me to do it, and I ended up loving it. Something I hope to continue. Big
family, 4 sisters and a brother, so there's been a lot of family bonding there. Talk about a lot of athletes in the family?
A lot of runners. I'm the only one that plays baseball, and hopefully my younger brother, who's 7 months old, will follow my path and play baseball at Scranton High School.
Pretty cool. You're killing it in the classroom, 4.0, 41st in your class. Physics, technology. Talk a little bit about what you hope to do in the future here.
I hope to get a bachelor's degree in residential construction management and technology. Ever since I can remember, I've always loved being around tools and machines, and the past couple of years, I've really gotten into woodworking and cabinet making, and it's something I love doing and hope to pursue in my future.
Well, great to hear, and you could have a really nice career doing that stuff. I am absolutely horrible with anything mechanical, doing cabinets, so that'll be a great thing for you. As far as your parents, talk about your relationship with them and how they've influenced you. I'm sure they try to get out to your games as well.
Yeah, my parents are one of the most influential people in my life, and with them every day, and they always have something good to say, encouraging, especially my mom with the injury and everything. She's someone I can always talk to.
And Robbie Judge you have down as another role model?
Yeah, I've known him for years, and he's probably the reason I've become so good at baseball, and not only with baseball, but life skills in general. He just always has something good to say, and tying baseball to your life and everything.
Well, keep up the fantastic work in the classroom here the last couple of months, and good luck in that future career of yours, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Jake Campbell from Scranton. Get back over to Coach, and one more player to get to here for the Scranton Knights, Coach Higgins. Let's talk about Jason Carpenter.
Well, Jason's has been our number 1 pitcher for the last 2 years. So obviously he's a vital part of our success, our future success. We give him the ball in all the big games, and he just got the mentality that he's going to get outs, and he provides a lot of leadership vocally. He's a stalwart in the middle of our lineup, switch hitter, which you don't find that too often. So he provides us a little bit of depth from both sides of the plate. Also, defensively, he's one of the best first basemen I've seen in a long time here. So he's a very important part of our team, and if we're going to go anywhere moving forward, it's going to be him being at the head of it.
All right, let's welcome in Jason Carpenter here on the John Mendola Show. Jason, let's talk about the pitching. How often do you work on that as the year goes and no doubt shut down your body and rest up and do those important things you're supposed to do as well?
Well, we got started here in like January with working with Coach Kranick up at the Rail Riders. Got our work in. I mean, really just worked on his program all throughout. Then we got with Coach Cragen once we started up in March, and they've taken me through here to the start of the season.
Take us through some of those other pitchers on your team. And as Coach mentioned, you get 4 or 5 pitchers deep. You know, you guys are going to have success if everybody can throw the ball.
Yeah, well, see, I'm the first starter, and then we got Steven Pazik coming in after me second day. We have Kenny Kretsch coming in relief with a sophomore, Matt Eckenrode. Jacob Campbell, obviously hurt, can't have him anymore, so still looking for another guy there.
A couple of siblings, so take us through what your family's all about.
Yeah, they're always at all my games. Sister, you know, obviously doesn't like coming out to them, but we get her there. Brother's always supportive. I've been there for him, so, you know, he cuts out whenever he can.
And your role models in your life, take us through who they are.
Definitely my father, always pushing me, you know, never lets me get relaxed with my game. My grandfather used to coach down at East Scranton Little League, always been around him. He's been a big role model. And then, of course, Coach Robbie Judge, work with him a lot, always been there for me, you know, just talking to me about my game, all that stuff.
Any ideas yet on what you may do once graduation hits?
I have a couple options to go play next year, still looking at them, talking to those coaches.
All right, Jason. Well, I hope you're healthy all season, and go get him this year, all right?
Thank you.
All right, Jason Carpenter, the Scranton Knights coach, Jamie Higgins. Thank you guys for coming in, and we're going to get to Matt Wotherspoon here from the Baltimore Orioles and the Hanover area softball team. They're all coming up here on the show. Let's take a timeout. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Matt Daly. Break like a good neighbor. State Farm agent Matt Daly in Kingston is there. We'll be back in WILK.